But Jordan, can you kind of just talk about, all right, would you dial your leads? Would you text your leads? Or like, what did that look like when approaching Monday morning, it's dial day? What can you kind of touch base on what your week kind of looked like and lay it out for us so we all understand your approach?
Sure. I'll be totally transparent. And you know that about me, that dialing is my
transparency, baby.
Dialing is the least fun part of this business, in my opinion. Can be popular or unpopular, but I did not see myself consistently dialing for 10 hours a day to make a few appointments. So again, I go back to how I scheduled my day. I started my day out at 6:30 in the morning, and I did everything business for 30 minutes. So updating my QuickBooks, entering receipts, expenses, etc. And then at 7 a.m., I had a lead stack ready to go for Florida, North Carolina, Massachusetts, New Jersey. It's 8 o'clock over there on the East Coast at 7 a.m. here in Central. So I'd be texting 25, 30, 50 mortgage mailers at 7 a.m. So by the time 7:30, 8 o'clock rolls around, now 8 o'clock, I can hit Central time. So anything it allows me to use the entire country. So you already know this, but by 9 a.m., 10 a.m. at the latest, I was done with my dial day, quote unquote dial day, because I had already text messaged 100 people at minimum every day. And another strategy I used was if I didn't get a response from you, Gage, yesterday on my text message, you're getting another one this morning, and you're going to get another one tonight. And if you don't answer tonight, I'm calling you tomorrow. Like, there's a follow-up until you answer, block me, tell me no, whatever, you're going to continue to get called or texted. But text messaging was my primary focus, because I felt like that clients that are busy at work will always look at a text message. Even if they don't respond to you, they're going to read it. But on a phone call, if they don't know the number, I don't answer my phone if I don't know the number. So it allowed, I guess more than anything, it allowed me to spread my horizon. I have 48 states that I'm licensed in now. So I was chipping away every week at buying 2 new state licenses, so I could open up that 7 a.m. window for somewhere on the East Coast. I never had to buy in the same area twice.
And so you would hop around areas where you would buy the mortgage leads.
Correct. Yeah. I would focus. I would start my week out and say, I'm going to hit Florida and South Carolina, or Florida and North Carolina for my 7 a.m. text messages. And I'm going to hit Oklahoma and Louisiana for my Central. And I'm going to hit California and Hawaii for my West Coast.
Love it. And so can you just elaborate a little bit on what your text message template would look like? Because you weren't manually just texting you were manually texting all 100, but you were copying, editing, send, copy, editing, send. So can you just kind of elaborate or give us a gist on what that looked like so people can understand?
Pull it up real quick. And I'm really upset that you didn't introduce me to Ringy before my thumbs need surgery now, but
my man, the Ringy is a little secret weapon that we're trying to keep to ourselves, if I'm being honest.
Okay. I'm pulling it up right now just so everybody, and I'll be happy to share the template. I think you have it, Gage, that I've sent to you, but
yeah, if you want to just send it to me in a text again, I'll put it in our Slack channel, guys, so you guys got it. But what I think is super important to understand is he was sending out 100 text messages every single day. And I think that, you have a choice. You get to run your business however you want. We're not sitting here telling you to not pick up the phone and not dial the phone, but I wanted to give you guys another way to approach this business. So if maybe 1 or 2, 3 agents who are on this call listening to this right now can increase their profitability, can increase their communication, because this is the thing. This is a little secret tip. Mail leads, pick up the phone. If you want to increase your ability to communicate with more people, start buying some aged mail leads, because you're going to talk to more people. 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 3 month or more, it doesn't matter. They pick up the phone. I can't tell you why they pick up the phone more than they do with internet leads or social media leads, but they pick up the phone more. And I think that anybody on this call who's worked mail leads and worked internet leads will all agree with me in the fact that mail leads will pick up the phone more. So if you're having problems not talking to enough people, start adding aged mail leads into your mix. I've said it 100 times, and I'm going to say it 100 more times. The best leads in the CRM are the aged mail leads. Gage is paying $70 to $80 a lead. Willis Hicks is paying $70 to $80 a lead. Cody Fuller is paying $70 to $80 a lead. And you get the opportunity to pay $8 for the same exact lead, $7 for the same exact lead, $6 for the same exact lead. Or you take Jordan's approach and you start calling and reaching out to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old leads, and you still get people to pick up the phone. But did you find that text?
I wasn't going to try to be distracted, but I know it pretty well.
Okay. Yeah, you can just elaborate a little bit so they get an idea of it, and I'll share it in Slack too, guys, so don't worry.
You know, if you're the client, I would say, hey, in the text, it'd be, hey, Gage, this is Jordan Thompson, just getting back to you in regards to the mortgage protection mailer that you submitted to our office. When would you be available today or tomorrow to spend 15 minutes to go over this information? And I would take a picture of the mailer and add it to the text message. I would actually do that before I sent the text message template, because I wanted them to see something that they had filled out prior to my 2-paragraph text message, because if they see it's automatic robot right there. And so I wanted them to see something with their credibility on it before sending them something else. And I've played with it a lot. You know, I sent it the opposite way and kind of did some statistics on it and found that when you put it, that it's something they did, it's much more successful.
And so let me I guess understand this a little bit better. So you would have the mail lead. So you print them out, first of all.
Correct.
So you print out the mortgage mailer, and you'd snap a picture of it, send it to the client. Maybe you wait a minute, 2, 30 seconds. What would you call that?
No, it was instant. I just wanted that picture before the text.
First. Got it. So you're snapping the picture, sending it, and then you got your text template that you've edited to match their name and their information, and you send the text message, and it's as simple as, I'm getting back to you about the mortgage mailer. When do you have time, today or tomorrow, to talk about the benefits? That's it.
And then I'm now available for my agency for client appointments by 10 o'clock in the morning every morning, Central.
Like, guys, I reiterated that because it's so simple. Like, some of us get all of these like, we need to say this, we need to say that, we need to say, you know, they need to understand. Like, no, just keep it simple. Kind of like when you leave a voicemail, you're like, John, call me back. Like, that's very vague. The more vague you can be in these text messages, I think the more you'll get response back. And I think someone asked a question if he was doing telesales or in person. 100% telesales. He didn't run any in-person appointments at all. And so this is why I wanted to bring him on, guys. We've been talking about this a ton, mortgage protection, recently. And the reason being is we want you guys to be more profitable. We want you guys to start writing higher premiums. And I love helping seniors and protecting their $5,000, cremation or their $10,000 burial. But at the end of the day, to sell $10,000 in a week with final expense is going to take double the effort versus mortgage protection. And so we keep hitting on this because you guys have the ability to buy all these different mortgage leads in all these different states when you're licensed in multiple different areas. This was all mortgage, Garrett, all mortgage. And he was doing everything telesales or Zoom. You did some Zoom appointments, right?
I've offered it, but I've never to this date ever had somebody accept a Zoom appointment.
Gotcha. So it's straight over the phone.
It's not even option for me. It's not. This is what we're doing. Again, the control factor.
Yep.
We're going to get this thing knocked out in 15 to 20 minutes over the phone.
Love that, man. And I think, guys, he's paying $2.50 for a lead. So like, you don't care about the 80 that tell you to pound sand or they're not interested. You care about the 15 to 20 that actually want to talk to you. And this is the thing about age leads that I want you guys to remember is we have death surrounded by us at all times. We have tragedies happen around us all the time. If you watch the news, you're freaking don't want to go outside half the time. And the reason why this is significant, and I'm bringing this up, is because you never know what someone's going through to trigger them to want to explore life insurance. You don't know what has gone in their life to trigger them to actually want to hear what you have to offer. And that's the power of age leads, is that you're just looking for the people that just went through some type of significant life event, or they just had some type of scare, or they were just at a funeral a week and a half ago, and then you pop up out the blue and it's like you're a little blessing to their life because they knew they needed to get some information on it, but they don't want to talk to people. And then out the blue, they get a text message from you and they're like, oh, like this is like a sign from the man upstairs. I should talk to this guy. So just understanding that psychology of age leads is you're just searching for the people who just went through some type of tragedy or some type of event or been triggered to get life insurance. But I